Good morning, Miss Fiona. We are Group 6 and today we are going to talk about arts and crafts. Our group consists of me, Jiawei, Tony, Priyanka and Wada.
The art and craft began a long time ago when early humans made simple tools and decorations. About 40,000 years ago, they created cave paintings and carvings that showed their lives. As communities grew, skilled workers made things like pottery and textiles that were both useful and beautiful, reflecting their beliefs and values.
Throughout history, the distinction between art and craft has been evolved. In Renaissance, the art was considered as skill and the craft was considered as labor. In 20th century, two arts and crafts have merged together. Now these boundaries are continuing to blur as people are increasingly learning each other's techniques.
So now I'm going to talk about the characteristic of our topic. So it includes intentions, technique, skill, material, cultural reflection, and also value.
I'm going to talk about William Morris, who was born on March 24, 1834 in Walthamstow, England, to a wealthy family. He studied at Exeter College, Oxford, where he developed a passion for medieval art and literature. He was a British painter and designer and writer. Initially trained as an architect, but shifted focus to design and decorative arts. He also became a leading figure in the arts and crafts movement, promoting handcraft goods and traditional techniques. His designs often drew inspiration from nature and medieval themes. However, he was a noted poet and writer with works that reflect his socialist and ideals appreciation for craftsmanship. So, William Morris co-founded the arts and crafts movement in the late 19th century as a response to industrialization, advocating for the integration and art and craft in daily life. He promoted handmade design, quality materials, and traditional techniques, believing that industrial manufacture harmed design quality. Morris and Co. Created beautiful textiles and designs, wallpapers inspired by nature, and he emphasized superior craftsmanship in furniture design. His collaborative projects with architects focus on simplicity and functionality. Morris' influence continues today, inspiring modern designers and promoting sustainable and artisanal products. He also shaped art education, encouraging hands-on learning and a focus on craftsmanship. His 1860 Red House, created by William Morris and architect Philip Wave, is often seen as a key example of the arts and crafts movement. After marrying Jane, Morris wanted a country home that reflected his love for medieval romance and creativity. The house features a mix of Gothic arches and Tudor roofs and fairy tale turret, built with red bricks and to symbolize working class values. Morris and his architect friends decorated the interior together, inviting guests to help with the design. Red House is celebrated for its own unique architecture and collaboration spirit, influencing future architects and skill captivating visitors today. Strawberry Thief is the best known of Morris' decorative textile design, one which is he worked for several months before finding a way of printing it successfully. Since its release in the late 1880s, Strawberry Thief has been very popular, appearing in high-end fashion and inspiring modern artists, including an exhibition by Jeremy Della. So for this painting, often seen as unfinished, is William Morris' only nearly complete easel work and a key example of pre-Raphaelite portraiture. The model is Jane Burden, Morris's future wife, and he began it early in their courtship. He struggled with proportions, and he said he left a note saying, "I cannot paint you, but I love you." Jane portrays easels from the Celtic legend of Tresham Isolde, a tale of doomed love. And while figure painting wasn't Morris' main focus, details in the scene hint at his future work as a designer and craftsman. However, Jane's beauty also attracted Morris' friend Rossetti, whom she had a long affair.
Now I'll be presenting about Carl Larsson. He was born in Stockholm and then he was famous for mixing Swedish culture into his paintings. So now I'm going to talk about the Connection influence and impact that Carl Larsson had on the arts and crafts movement. For Connection, his works valued craftsmanship, which simplicity and the beauty of everyday objects, which aligns with the arts and crafts movement. And then for the influence, he was able to communicate via his paintings to preach more of Swedish culture. And impact, his works had an international reach, which spread Swedish culture to other countries as well. I'm going to talk about his artworks. The first one is Breakfast in the Open. It portrays his family sitting in the nature enjoying breakfast, and then it uses a very cheerful tone. He's known for Carl Larsson is known for portraying his family in a very relaxed way, which this painting shows. Now I'm going to talk about the kitchen. It reflects the warmth and coziness in Carl Larsson's family. It also uses natural lighting from the sunlight through the window, which gives it a more like home kind of vibe. I'm going to talk about flowers on the windowsill. This painting is more tranquil compared to others of Carl Larsson's works, and it manages to blend the exterior and interior very nicely. It symbolizes a connection to nature as there are plants present in this painting.
Now I'm going to talk about Harry Clarke, an Irish artist that born in Dublin in 1889 on March. So what is he very famous of is with his stained glass artwork. So how he get into this field is because he's influenced by his father, who was a church decorator and doing very good in stained glass. And Harry Clarke, he studied in a Dublin Metropolitan School of Art, now it's called the National College of Art and Design. And in his lifetime, he had produced more than 160 windows for church and also secular building in Ireland and internationally. Talk about the connection, influence, and impact of Harry Clarke. So Clarke was part of the Ireland arts and craft movement, which sought to revive and preserve traditional craftsmen during the time of increasing industrialization. And his connection to this movement is evident in his meticulous attention to detail and also handcraft quality of his stained glass artwork. And Clarke, dark, fantastical, and imaginary, continue to inspire the contemporary visual arts artists, especially those working in the field of illustration, animation, and also the fashion. Because of the combination of beauty to the memorable and the detail of the surreal resonates in the modern fantasy art and gothic aesthetics. And despite to his short life, he's gone when he was 41 years old. But then he has left a lasting impact on both stained glass and also the illustration world, with his artwork continuing to be admired for their beauty, technical skills, and also darkly imaginative. Okay, so this one will be the first artwork that I've prepared. So it's called The Eve of St. Agnes Window. So it is a magnificent stained glass that produced by Clarke, based on John Keats' famous poem. So the poem is basically talking about a romance and mystical story. And it is produced in 1924. So as you can see, it ornate the Gothic style, featuring elongated figures with expression phases, and also the era, the medieval style patterns and intricate architectural details in the background. And this work stands as one of Clarke's most accomplished pieces, as you can see, it combined his love for literature, his Gothic and also highly detailed artistical style. Okay, another one, this is called the Saint Goblet Window. So the Saint Goblet, this word is actually an Irish word, so it means greedy in English. So this artwork, it is created in the early 20th century, 1916, and is now located at the Horner Chapel at University College Cork. So this artwork is actually describing about the Irish patroness of beekeepers in a mystical and reverential manners. And the saint is depicted as serene and poisoned, as you can see. It is clothed in a long flowing robe and often with a elaborate cloak. And it is celebrated for its rich color and also intricate details. And yet, Clarke also gave a delicate and almost spiritual face to emphasize with its fine line work. This is another artwork that I prepared. So this is slightly different from the last two one because it's not a stained glass, it's an illustration. So it's called The Prince Enquires the Aged Countryman. So it's created in 1919 and it is part of Clarke illustration for the fairy tales of Hans Christian Andersen, an Danish author. So this panel you can see it's elaborate and emotional, and it uses vibrant layered colors and also these two colors to heighten the contrast between the youthful and the regal prince and the older grounded countryman. So you can see the setting, everything, it's framed in Gothic and also fantastical architectural element.
Mary Quant, born on 11th February 1934, a woman who not only redefined the style in 1960s but also empowered women generation. After studying in Goldsmith College, she opened her first boutique called Bazaar. While her fashion landscape of 1950s were defined by conservative silhouettes and traditional styles, Mary Quant is a key figure in 1960s British fashion revolution, known for her creative and playful designs that blend with the handmade craftsmanship with her contemporary style. Her work was inspired by the pop art, emphasized individuality, and encouraged DIY culture, and which greatly influenced the art and craft movement. Mary Quant's jersey dresses were revolutionized fashion in the 1960s. The jersey fabric transformed from the material primarily used for underwear then to a key component for outerwears, making it comfortable and versatile garments. Quant's jersey dresses, such as a pullover pinafore for her 1963 Ginger Group collection, showcased this transition by offering practical and colorful alternatives to traditional tailored garments. Stretchy tights and available in various colors have transformed women's fashion in the 1960s, moving away from the cumbersome stockings popular at that time. Tights were available at Marks and Spencer, but these were initially expensive and uncomfortable. Mary Quant collaborated with Nylon Hosiery and Company and to create brightly colored tights and complemented her modern skirts and dresses, promoting the comfort and ease of movement. Her innovative packaging and marketing helped her popularize her tights. Historically viewed as male garment, trousers began to gain acceptance for a woman in leisure activities in late 19th century. And the Hollywood stars promoted them in early 20th century. During World War II, the widespread female participation in the workforce helped them normalize trousers for women. Quant's 1955 Boutique Bazaar introduced various styles, trouser designs, challenging gender norms and promoting an androgynous look.
Four artists offered unique insights into a movement that valued craftsmanship, beauty, and simplicity while celebrating individual creativity and sustainability. Their work has inspired future generations and highlights art's importance in enriching life and environment. Thank you.